Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is for you. Welcome back to another Division 2 video. It's Tuesday, so we're gonna check out the vendors. Of course, it has been resetted. And we got another Rogue Agent outfit with Theo Purnell. Yes, we can buy the outfit from Theo Purnell. Getting closer and closer to Keener. I cannot wait how that will look. And of course, we had Kajika, we had all the others as well. Dragov, of course, and Conley. And now, look at the background. This is Purnell. We can pick it up only for a limited time, so it will be available for just only a few weeks and then it's gone. Maybe in the far future it will come back, but for now it's only obtainable if you go it for this weeks. And unfortunately we can only buy it with premium credits, so a real money you need to donate within the division, and then you can buy this awesome looking outfit. Normally I like to have like a hoodie and everything covered, and I don't really like just wearing a normal t-shirt and then you see the skin of my arms. But for this character it looks pretty damn dope. I like it a lot. Of course the backpack on this is a different backpack. The cap, the division cap, it's not something that you will get with this bundle, but the glasses, the mask, and everything else you see on the body will be given to you. Same as for this. A weapon skin looks pretty dope as well, but usually I do it for just the skins itself on those rogue agents. I love them a lot, and of course I love to contribute to my favorite game, and that's something extra that we can pick up this weekly reset. But without further ado, let's dive right into the vendors and let me show you what we can buy this week. And there we are at the countdown. The Big Show, the Sacrifice, and the Night Watcher are for sale here. Night Watcher is not really something you want to pick up. The Sacrifice is a very, very good pickup because it already comes with 10.3% critical hit damage. And then you can roll an explosive resistant wave for crit chance, headshot damage, whatever you think is necessary. It's a great buy if you don't have it yet. And this of course comes with perfect glass cannon. Then next at the Big Show, not really a big fan of course of perfect Thunderstrike, but if you're still looking for it, for example to roll into your expertise system, we only need 20 named pieces to get it up to par. Pick a few up if you want, or wait until tomorrow when Cassie is here, because the Big Show and I think the Sacrifice will be sold at Cassie for in-game money, and then you don't have to spend your countdown requisition points, which you kinda wanna use for exotics or even named caches. And there we are at the White House, and unfortunately, in my humble opinion, it's not really worth it. We can find the Palisade, we can find 2 named items, so maybe you can pick it up for your expertise system, but overall, just skip it. And there we are at the clan. The Big Show is for sale here. Again, as you can see, this will set you back 15k in-game money, and that's, in my humble opinion, better than to buy it from the countdown vendor. So if you don't have the Big Show proficient yet, you need to go into your expertise system, pick it up at the clan vendor for in-game money. And then next set, it's not really worth it to go for the clan vendor. Again, in my humble opinion, it's not really worth it. Maybe you can go for this Seska mask with hazard protection already on there, but then it comes with weapon handling as well, because you kinda wanna make this for a hazard protection build for PvP, for example, and then you want to have that blue core on there. So you can pick it up, but in my humble opinion, just skip over the clan vendor. So let's jump over to the next one. And there we are at the campus. We can find 2 named items again, and that's pretty much it. It's not worth it to buy the named items for their damage, but maybe for your expertise system. If not, just skip over the campus. And for the theater, it's even worse. Just forget about this. Just forget about this week and let's jump over to the next one, because this is trash. And same goes for the castle, not worth it, just skip over it. Let's hope that the DZs and New York have some stuff better for us, so let's check it out. And there we are in DZ East, and right off the bat, it is worth it. Look at this. The Hollow Man mask is back. Of course, this is the named Yald gear with 10% health damage, and this already comes with some armor regeneration on there. So that gives you the opportunity to, for example, roll that armor core away for some weapon damage if you like to, or of course, roll that armor generation away if you want to keep that armor and don't really want to go into an armor generation y'all build. But this is a very, very nice buy, DZ exclusive, so you can only find this in the DZs. Of course, we need DZ credits for it to buy it, but if you have it, definitely pick it up if you're still looking for it. And the rest isn't really worth it. Again, 2 named items. Kinda nice that we're getting more items in the vendors, but overall, it's not really worth going for the DZs. It's a little bit too expensive in my opinion. And then DZ South, the Ferocious Calm for sale here. This is the named Vendor's chest, also a DZ exclusive. Full reds on there, although it comes with headshot damage, so you might want to roll something away. For example, for your crit chance, and then it comes with perfect Overwatch. So if you're still looking for this, again a DZ exclusive, pick it up at DZ South. But the rest isn't really worth it if you're gonna ask me. Just leave it all here. Maybe this backpack of Grupo maxed out weapon damage, critical hit damage, and critical hit chance already on there. So if you have enough Dark Zone credits, if you don't know what to do with the Dark Zone credits, pick this backpack up. And why? Because this is a universal backpack. What do we mean by universal backpack is that you can just optimize the attributes and then roll that talent away for whatever you think is necessary. And if there's new seasons, new talents, you can instantly roll it on this insane Grupo backpack and you don't have to farm for it again. But only do this if you have a lot of DZ creds and you don't know what to do with it. And that's pretty much everything we can pick up at DZ South, so let's jump over to our last DZ, shall we? And for our last DZ, DZ West, the rock and roll is for sale here. A lot of DZ exclusives coming through. This is of course the named ACS12, a perfectly extra on there. And you could pick it up if you don't have it yet and you have the Dark Zone credits for it. This is hands down the best gun to stack your builds with. So this is a full up stacking gun, and in my humble opinion, if you're picking this up, then roll that critical hit chance away for rate of fire. We're not using this gun to do damage, we're using this gun to stack. So even though it's only 5% rate of fire extra, you will get your stacks quicker, you will have that damage output quicker, and even that survivability. And that's why the rock and roll is, in my humble opinion, hands down the best gun for your stacking builds, like the fan favorite Striker right now. And then again, the rest isn't really worth it if you ask me. Too expensive to pick up, we can find it in the open world. Just keep your Dark Zone credits, for example, for your Yaw mask or whenever other DZ exclusives come through. And there we are, first vendor in New York, the Vector SBR .45 is for sale here. Great Vector, already comes with maxed out damage to armor, so you can roll that awful talent Stabilize away. But it's gonna set you back in optimization, and it's not damage to target out of cover. Of course, damage to armor will do its damage as well, but if you want to pick up this Vector, it is in New York's first vendor. And finally, something that's kinda worth traveling for. It's been a minute, we skipped over a lot of New York vendors because it's not really worth it, and the rest isn't worth it as well. So if you don't want to pick up that vendor, just skip New York's first vendor, and hopefully we can find something at our last vendor with Roy. And there we are at Roy. it's not really worth it, unfortunately. So you could skip New York in its entirely if you don't want that Vector with that armor on there, and if you don't want to pick up a Relic, because the Relic isn't really great, don't get me wrong, because it of course comes with Perfect Determined, what is worse than the normal Determined. But it already comes with damage to target out of cover. So if you want to have a gun like this, you can pick it up. But again, it always comes with, of course, Perfect Determined. So you can always roll the attribute over there. So in my humble opinion, only buy a Relic if you need it for your expertise system. And again, it's not worth it. The rest is kinda trash. So we could have found a few very nice pieces, especially within the DZs, with that Hollow Man mask, of course. Maybe even with that backpack of Grupo. We, of course, had that ACS 12 and a few other decent buys in this week. Let me know in the comments down below if you picked up this Parnell outfit, because I think that is still the best thing that came out of this Tuesday. Or if you picked up anything else. Are you picking up that Hollow Man mask? Are you diving into DZs to get those DZ credits? Or are you already having a bunch of them and you can buy whatever you like? Hit me up in the comments down below. I would love to hear from you. But that's it. Thank you very much for sticking until the end. If you liked the video or helped you out in any way or form, make sure to like this video. And if you're new here and or you want to be updated about the Division 2, the Division universe and the future Division 3, because it is announced, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And I will see you in the next one. PurePrime out.